Most people completely misunderstand what it really takes to start a business in Ghana. And that misunderstanding has quietly cost entrepreneurs time, money, and opportunities they didn't even realize they were losing. Because here's the truth. Registering an LLC in Ghana is not just about submitting forms and getting a certificate. It's about understanding a system that can be smooth and efficient, or frustrating and delayed, depending on how well you prepare. And if you're planning to do this, there's something extremely important you need to know first. In Ghana, the process is straightforward, but only if you follow it the right way. But once you understand that, everything becomes much easier. Now let me tell you a story. Daniel, an entrepreneur from Atlanta, wanted to expand his logistics business into West Africa. He had been researching different countries and came across Ghana. Stable democracy, growing economy, gateway to West African markets. It seemed like the perfect opportunity. So he did what most people do. He searched online for how to register an LLC in Ghana. He found a few guides. They made it sound easy. Register your company. Get your documents. Start operating. Simple. But here's where things get interesting. When Daniel actually began the process, he realized something that changed everything. The steps were clear, but the execution required precision. Documents had to be accurate. Procedures had to be followed in order. And small mistakes caused delays. And what happens next is what most people don't expect. Daniel's registration process slowed down. Not because Ghana was complicated, but because he didn't fully understand how the system worked. And this is the reality most people miss. Because starting a business in a new country is not just about knowing the steps. It's about understanding how those steps are applied. But here's the good news. Once you understand the system, Ghana becomes one of the most business-friendly countries in Africa. So let's break this down step by step, the right way. First, you need to understand what an LLC is in Ghana. In Ghana, the equivalent is typically a private limited company. And it functions very similarly to an LLC. It provides limited liability. It separates personal business assets. And it allows one or more shareholders. But here's the problem. The registration process involves specific legal and administrative steps that must be followed correctly. And this is where many people get caught off guard. Let's take Sarah as an example. She wanted to start a small import business connecting local Ghanaian products to international markets. She saw the potential. But she assumed the process would be quick and fully digital. But this is where it gets dangerous. Because while Ghana has modernized its systems, you still need proper documentation and careful execution. And if you're not prepared for that, you'll face delays. But here's where things get interesting. Once you understand the flow, everything becomes manageable. And this is where your advantage begins. So imagine you're starting from zero. The first step is deciding on your company structure. Who are the shareholders? Will you start alone? Or with partners? And this is where many people rush. They focus on speed instead of structure. But here's the problem. Your ownership setup affects control, profit distribution, and decision-making. And if it's not clearly defined, it can lead to problems later. David experienced this. He started a business with a partner. Everything was fine in the beginning. But, as the business grew, disagreements started. And because their roles were not clearly defined, those disagreements became serious conflicts. But here's the insight. Clarity at the beginning creates stability later. Now let's move to the next step. Choosing your company name. This seems simple. But there's a hidden detail most people miss. Your company name must be unique and approved by the Registrar General's department. And many applications get delayed because the name is already taken or too similar. Jessica made this mistake. She chose a name she loved, but it was already registered. Her process was delayed, and she had to start again. And this is where frustration begins. Because small details create big delays. But here's the smarter approach. Always check name availability first. Now once your name is approved, the next step is preparing your company documents. This includes your company constitution. And this is one of the most important parts of the process. Because it defines how your company operates. Ownership, management, Decision making. And this is where things can go very wrong. Because many people treat this as a formality. They use generic templates. They don't fully understand what they're signing. But here's the problem. If your documents are unclear, you risk disputes later. Emily experienced this. She partnered with someone she trusted. But later, disagreements emerged. And because their documents were vague, resolving those disagreements became difficult. But here's the good news. If you take the time to structure your documents properly, you avoid these problems. Now let's move to registration. In Ghana, this involves submitting your application to the Registrar General's Department. And here's where things get interesting. The process is increasingly digital, but still requires accurate information and proper documentation. And this is where many people make mistakes. But here's the insight. If you prepare everything correctly, the process is smooth. Now, let's talk about capital. Because this is another important detail. Ghana requires a minimum stated capital for companies. And for foreign-owned businesses, this requirement can be higher. But here's the problem. Many people don't fully understand this requirement. And this can cause confusion during registration. But once you understand it, it becomes manageable. Now let's talk about banking. Opening a business bank account is essential, but it's not always immediate. Banks require identification, company documents, proof of address, and sometimes proof of business activity. And this is where Daniel faced another challenge. His company was registered, but opening a bank account took time. And without a bank account, he couldn't operate fully. But here's the insight. Preparation and clear documentation make a huge difference. Now let's talk about taxes. Because this is one of the most important aspects of running your business. Companies in Ghana are subject to corporate income tax. And depending on your activities, you may need to register for VAT. But here's where things can go very wrong. If you don't understand your tax obligations early, you risk penalties and financial stress. Michael experienced this. He started his business successfully, but he didn't fully understand VAT requirements. And later, he faced complications that could have been avoided. But here's the good news. With proper planning, taxes become manageable. Now let's talk about employees. Because many businesses rely on local talent, Ghana offers a growing and skilled workforce. But hiring employees involves responsibilities, contracts, social security contributions, labor laws. And this is where things get interesting. Once you understand the system, managing employees becomes predictable, and your business becomes more stable. Now let's zoom out. Why do entrepreneurs choose Ghana? The answer is clear. Stable economy, strategic location, access to West African markets, business-friendly environment. But here's one detail most people miss. These advantages only work if your business is structured correctly. Otherwise, they don't translate into real success. And this is where your mindset becomes critical. Because starting a business is not just about registering a company. It's about understanding how the system works and using it effectively. Now let's come back to Daniel. After facing initial challenges, he changed his approach. He learned the system, prepared properly, and gradually, his business started to operate smoothly. He built partnerships, managed operations, and began to grow. And this is the turning point. Because once you move from guessing to understanding, everything changes. So now the question becomes, what should you do? If you're considering registering an LLC in Ghana, focus on preparation. Understand the company structure. Plan your steps carefully. Follow the process correctly. Because this is what separates successful entrepreneurs from those who struggle. And this is where your identity shifts. You're no longer guessing. You're making informed decisions. Strategic decisions. And that changes everything. Now let's bring everything together. Registering an LLC in Ghana means forming a private limited company. The process involves choosing shareholders, selecting a company name, preparing documents, registering with authorities, opening a bank account, and managing taxes and compliance. Each step matters. Each decision shapes your outcome. But once you understand the system, it becomes clear. It becomes manageable. And most importantly, it becomes an opportunity. Because Ghana offers real potential for those who approach it correctly. So take your time. Plan carefully. And don't rush the process. Because doing it right from the beginning saves you from major problems later. And sets you up for long-term success. If you found this guide helpful, and want more videos that break down complex global opportunities like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because the more you understand these systems, the more confident and capable you become. And that's what truly makes the difference.